Hello, folks, and welcome back to Parkitect. We are at HappyCo Harbor. This is the Amusement Rides Division invites you to redevelop a disused industrial harbor into a star amusement park. The company has plans to use the site to showcase new attractions and developments, so be sure guests don't get to see all those old industrial structures. That sounds like a bad idea. Let's see. Okay, so we have a disclosure here, which is fun. We have to have 3 coasters in the park with a rating above 50. Okay. Decoration rating of at least 80%. Have at least 600 guests in your park and complete all those goals by end of May year 3. Okay, where are we at? Okay, we have our little plot of land here. All right, we can see that there's shipping containers and all kinds of stuff around here. Look at this boat. This is awesome. Just from a purely cool, like, informational point, like, look at these cranes. This is super cool. The stuff you can build in this game is incredible, just the vanilla scenery. Taking a look at our park, that is not a very large park for what we have. We have this large area here that we're going to do some stuff with, and then we're able to build out to this area over here if we need it. But that's there's not a lot of space here. I mean, we get more once we expand, but we also lose some options as far as being able to really customize how all this goes. So let's take a look here. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of all of this extra pathing stuff. We don't need this stuff at all. What we are going to need to pay attention to here in just a moment is, let's see. So we'll have this come in and we'll expand that pathway like that. That will be fine. Taking a look at our decoration areas of where things are ugly. We have ugly paths there, but that's fine. We'll clean that up. These things all take away. So we have lots of stuff we need to cover up there. We have this area, and these, shockingly enough, also take away. So maybe we'll do something with that to clean that up a little bit. Before we build, let's go take a look at our rides. Really light on the comm rides. We have an Enterprise, launch drop tower, gravity. Okay, we're good there. And we're, again, pretty light on coasters. So we're going to go in here and focus on coasters. Mainly because we can't get super compact with all these and get that excitement rating where we want it to be. But we'll take a look. And then we have a good selection of shops and stuff too. So let's go in here and get our base level stuff built. So we'll have our kind of entryway for that. We'll build on our shops. Again, we have, let's see, we're going to have an information kiosk there, which we're cool with. We will get pizza. Fantastic. We'll have some soft drinks. Great. Let's see what else we have here. We'll go with some umbrellas. And we'll probably throw a bathroom in there as well. Okay. So that's the basic setup for that. We will also take the time to get a staff room right back there. And taking a look here, these are all kind of industrial. You see this cool, like, old school warehouse kind of looking things here where they kept basic roof lines but allowed light to come in. So I'm cool with that. We'll go to staff management. We'll just set up our areas for our staff to begin with here. So this is all going to be part of Zone 1. And then we'll get our hauler in there. And Joseph Ramos, you are going to be part of that one there. All right. So we have the basic kind of setup there. We are going to have to decorate everything we do because that's part of our goal here. So taking a look at all of the things that we have our very industrial corrugated stuff. We have these guys. We have our wood buildings, and we actually have brick stuff too. I don't do a lot traditionally with brick. I don't like how these bricks look in this game. They're just too weird. I guess I could change the color of them. I've never really played with it all that much. I think we're just going to go with some really vanilla white openings here. And I don't know if I want to bring this all the way down here or just kind of do something like that. I think that's going to be the play for right now, and we'll figure out what we're doing with that space and all of this other stuff here. So if we put this in here, put that in there, put that guy there. All right, then we will put, let's say the roof line is going to be up a little higher here. And then that one's going to come back. And let's see. All right, so we're going to raise that one up. This guy will be up, going all the way back there. So we'll have the additional roof line coming here and there, and then there'll be another one. Well, I guess there won't be. We'll have the half wall going just a step further here. All right, so we have that. Let's get our roof on there and see what this looks like. Ooh, we have some other fun. I like these roofs. I think they're cool looking. But we're going to keep this kind of industrial looking at the front with some really basic awnings. Not going to be crazy detailed quite yet, mainly because, well, we have a decent amount of money, but we don't have like tons of cash on hand. So we are going to have to be a little careful about how we do this to just get started with. So that's it's not like a beautiful building by any means, but it works for the beginning stage here. Border wise, I think we're just going to leave that as that drab kind of gray. That will be fine for the initial setup here. So we'll put those in going back. This one's going to come down and do the same thing over here. And then we will get our half ones. And I guess we should probably add the borders across the front of this as well. And then we need to go into our pillars. And we'll take a look here. That's a half pillar, half. See, the half ones look so much bigger. Are they actually bigger? Like, yeah, I guess they really are. Okay. So we're going to pick the color on those, and it's going to match that. Okay. Then we'll go in here and do something like that. Start off the ground, build that one up, and we'll do the same thing over here. Get that, and I guess the last little bit we'll do is we'll put another border. Come down. Again, I'm not super skilled at this, as you can clearly see, but I'm just trying to make sure that these basic structures are built in there. They look like they belong, and that we're good there. I'll probably also add some of these additional details. Like, this doesn't make sense. Can I remove those? Oh, I can. Okay, that's better. And then we'll go back into our details, and we'll add them onto this side here. And I don't want to do it on there. I don't want to do it there either. Oh, I have to also hide this thing. So what is the best way to do that? We're probably just going to do something really simple, not complicated. Just get that in there. And then for the roof, we're going to do this one because I don't want to build this up higher to have to hide that. We'll just do something like that. I don't know if that's going to matter too much for what we're doing, but that's fine. All right. So we have this big grassy area over here. What I'm thinking of doing is building a coaster right out of the gate right here. Maybe have it come down and around, and then it's going to be like a simple out and back and come back there. I think that's what I want to do to begin with here. Do a wooden coaster. Its station's just going to be here, and it will turn. So let's see if it turns, which it should be fine doing. I really wish I was able to pick different things than just that to start off with. Whatever. All right, so that's going to be a 2-turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should work just fine. We'll build that in there. Have it turn. And we'll head up pretty quickly here. And drop off quickly as well. Now, I'm not trying to have this coaster go forever long, but it may go a little ways, and that's okay. So we're running quickly out of space here, so we'll have to have it do something. Nope, we're going up. bring that in, round that over, and then we're going to come on back here, have that straighten out. Let's see, we can keep that little curve for a little longer there. Again, our goal is to have the rides that have a excitement rating of 50. So it's not a big stretch to get something like that, but you do have to just put a little time into making sure that it does what it needs to do there. So ooh, why can't I build up there? Is that because the coaster is going right there? Interesting. Okay. We'll just leave that as a nice big straight track. Alright, and we're quickly running out of space here as well. I don't know what the speed is coming in here. So let's take a look where our coaster's at. Where are you, coaster? There you are, okay. Because like I'm totally fine just having us do a little curve, come over the main walkway. Like this. And then have that come down and in there. And then if we put block brakes, and you're going to trim the speed no matter what. I would have liked that to be a double helix, but that's fine. It will work for what we're doing. And we have a decent ride there. If we take a look, it's at 48, so we might have to wait for those new results to come in to get that to bump up to the next level. We can help that out a little bit, I think, by increasing the lift hill speed. And I think we're going to go with 2-seaters and update those. So but if we take a look going around, it does its thing. Comes in that brake run pretty hot, but I think it'll be okay. And if we're still waiting. Alright. The only concern I have, I mean, it didn't take up a ton of space, but this area here does take up a decent amount. Because we have to have 3 coasters here with decent excitement ratings, and that's going to be a little bit more work. So I think I'm going to close that and we'll test it and see what it does, because those ratings I don't think are going to be accurate for what we're doing here right now. I'm hoping that they get updated. Taking a look at decoration real fast. See that people are happier, or will be happier with that. We're going to build a little station area in here. I think we're just going to use this pathway. I think that will look nicer than what it would otherwise. And yeah, it's not the prettiest park in the world right now. It's okay. We'll get it prettier in just a little bit. But we're going to need to build a station for this. So let's go back in here wall-wise. I think it makes sense to have like a wooden building here, as this is a wooden coaster. We'll have the exit be right there, and entrance for the building itself will be right there for the coaster, or should I say, so that the ride kind of goes into the station, comes out of the station as one item, and this entire thing is going to be part of that building. We'll even put one on there. Not that that means anything, but do we have any cool effects that we can put on this stuff? Emitters, do we have? Oh, we have a fog emitter, so we can have that go into fog. That will look neat. Okay, I'm cool with that. And going back into our walls. This is going to be, I think, a rounded roof area. We are going to need to build this up again here, though, because we have this raised area. So maybe this area on the right will have some steep roofs and something like that. Yeah, we'll go with a steep roof here. Let's see, so steep roof. And we'll go with steep roof on that one. And then back here we'll end our steep roofage. And this one's going to be all curved roofs for this guy here. So we'll do curved roof, curved roof, curved roof, curved roof. Something that looks like that, maybe? I'm very not creative when it comes to ride lines and stuff. I want to leave this area open for potentially putting some things in there. And then roof lines here. Do we have a steeper version of these? Yeah, there we go. All right, so. And then a flat top. Again, click and drag would be so great instead of having to add on each of these individually. That would be awesome. All right, so we have that. We have a little issue over here that we're going to correct. Actually, I should just put a angled piece of the this guy coming down there, and then we'll go back to roofs. We'll find this guy. That will exist there, and before I leave roofs, I'll do our little rounded area here. Not that anybody will ever see that part of this park, but that's okay. And then we'll go in here. We'll get that there. All right. And we need borders because it's going to scream if we don't do a little bit more decoration here. And our slope one going up like so. One. Okay, and I need to fix that one there to have one other piece plop in. I'm not going to worry about the curved areas just because it doesn't really matter for what we're doing there. I just like this ground color. Can I change? I can change that. Cool. So I'm just gonna make all of that grass. So it doesn't even cost anything. Beautiful. So this whole area now is grass. All right. Now taking a look at our main pathway, which I'm going to change the color. We're going to keep it semi-industrial. Like, it'll be darker, but it's not going to be what it was. I don't particularly like the color that it is now, so just lightening up a little bit. Just gives a little contrast to these darker things out there. We're going to need to add some supports for this because it's just floating over nothingness, so what can we do to do that? Scaffolds? No. Pillars? Maybe. Let's see here. So go in there and choose our darker color and lock them in. Let's see here. So let me get it up to the right height. That looks utterly ridiculous, but it's going to be what it is for right now. Mainly because I have no idea how to do custom support work, and that looks better than not having it at all, except for that one. That one's garbage, but it's okay. Let's add some actual rides to make sure that our guests can come and enjoy the park. So that's going to look real nice back here. We can easily get our ride entrance and our ride exit. We'll set up a nice little area for... Look, you can go be right next to the coaster. And it will look great. And there'll be no problems with it. And then once we have that set up, hopefully we can... Well, we still have to build some flat rides, but hopefully we can get open tier real soon so that we can begin investing a little bit more into the park itself and getting that set up. So do that. That one's going to be $5. This one is going to be more, but I don't know how much. I don't even know what to call this. We're just going to call it Splinter for right now. And I'm sure I've used that name before because that's a name I'm familiar with in this game. We have that. We do need to theme this area here with some type of structure. So let's see here. Let's go back to just the white walls. This will also keep our guests safe for the coaster as it flies past them. They don't have to worry about stuff getting dumped on them or falling on them or anything like that. We're going to do curved roofs here because I think they just look nice. Always been a fan of the curved roofs in this game. Alright, and then we'll throw those roofs on there. And hopefully, we'll be real close to opening. Although we are going to change that color. Let's have that match. Let's go with the purple that's in there. Yeah. Does that make a lot of sense? Not really. Does it? It just reflects the color of the ride, which I'm cool with. And then we just need to put those in there, and then we need to go back to the walls, get the half wall in there. And Border City. And this area needs something, like there needs to be some type of decoration there, but I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. We also need to pay attention to, well, we need to pay attention to a lot of stuff here, but let's see if we can get, put a carousel in here, I think. The problem with the carousel there is we can't get a super long line. Maybe that's going to be our launch freefall area, and over here we'll slap our carousel in right at the beginning of the park. Alright, so that one's open, that one's testing. You are going to be open. This is not a very complicated park for anything right now, but we'll get there. Will those cover up? Yeah, they will. See? There's no fences there. Fences, what are you talking about? There's no fences. It's just we're just having a nice park and a nice area here. There's nothing to see, nothing to think about. It's all just this beautiful park that we can see. It's a really thick fence. There's not a possibility of anything on the other side of it. Don't even question, don't look. Just enjoy the magic that is this park. All right? Because that's what it's going to be. All right. So we have that. I think there's eventually going to be some pathways going up this way to kind of add another spur to the park, and more pathways up this way to try to kind of, well, fill in this area. We'll be able to put some more rides over there. I think we're going to get one more ride in here before we open this up. The launched free fall is a nice small ride. It would have been nice to get that set up there, but I didn't think about that at the time. And then we can hopefully get this park going real soon here. So again, we're We should have a decent amount of high intensity rides right out of the gate here. This one's high intensity and this one should be high intensity, I think. Which will be great. And then for this one, wall-wise, we're going to go with the scaffold kind of looking one. Yeah, these frames. Because again, the people who are on these would need to be protected from anything that would potentially be falling from the ride itself. So we do need to make sure that the people who are in line for this are safe. And yeah, alright, so we need to put our half walls 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and then we can throw our roofing on there. Do I want to make it glass or... Yeah, we'll do glass. There's no rhyme or reason to the theming here. This is supposed to be a showcase park where there's kind of, for lack of a better term, the theme is there's no theme. It's just supposed to be a way to show off what our ride company can do. So we are putting it in there. And I should also say our ride company is incredibly varied on the offerings they have. It's just all over the place. But we are going to kind of jump over into, we'll get back into the emitters. We need to have some trees and some foliage and stuff just to help people forget that they're next to docks and such. So I'm going to throw in some basic little pieces here. And we'll continue to kind of place them all over the park. Trying to get all of the pieces in there. I can't see that one. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Feel like you're in the woods already. So that one's not going to go in anywhere there. You're too big. Alright. Do we have any of the smaller trees? Where's that little yellow guy? This one's a smaller one. Yeah, that should work. You can go in there. Come on. There we go. And I don't think we're going to be able to put that over here at all. Nope. So that's fine for right now. Now we can get them up in the front there. We'll go with our basic plants. Get some darker ones in there, and then we'll follow up with some lighter greens just to have some contrast. Let me just turn those off here so I can see where we're putting stuff or where we should be putting stuff. Just filling in all of the spots that I can possibly see here to try to make sure that our park gets the decoration rating that we need to have, because I think that's going to be the hardest part of this. 600 guests is also a lot of guests for a really small park, but I think we can do that. I'm much more concerned about the rating that we need to have for the decoration. Okay. Last thing I want to do before we open up the park and start playing here, because we're just about out of money, is to put in some benches and such for our ride. So 1, 2, 3. I deeply apologize for the support job I did. I tried. That's all I can say is that I tried. I really did. It's not pretty. It doesn't look good, but I did put some effort into making it try to appear to be like I knew what the heck I was doing. I don't think it came through very well, but I tried. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to put lights right after each of the bench sections. And then we'll go with trash cans. We're going to go with these guys. I like these, the double ones. They just seem to provide... I don't think it actually matters, but these are physically the largest trash cans. They take up a little bit more space. I think they look a little bit nicer. I don't think that matters at all, though, for the game. All right, so taking a look here, we got this little. I mean, it's kind of nice. It looks like it's supposed to do something, right? So we have that. I probably should put some fencing around the actual kind of pathways here, just to, again, try to increase that. I don't know if that actually does anything or not, the fences, but just trying to make it look as nice as possible while trying to increase our score to the highest amount that we can. So I think we're going to go with these fences. So we're just going to come down there like that. These guys will come down there like so. Sure. All right. So let's go ahead, open this bad boy up. This one's testing. So it's high, but I might have to come back and change some parts of this at some point here, so. Let's go in and follow this coaster and see what it does. It moved up a little bit. It's not still not there, but hopefully we can get it. We still some things. Still some cards we can play there for this. As far as emitters, we're gonna go with some fog. So when you get into this ride, you're just gonna be doused in fog. Oh, there's smoke too. I could have just done a smoke emitter. Oh, look at those. Those go all over the place. That's interesting. Alright, our first guests are coming in from all over the place. There's a pathway here. There's some people coming from there. There's people coming from here. People coming from down here. You apparently decided that you did not want to come on the park. Or you're just going somewhere else. Interesting. There's lots of stuff to do, or lots of things to look at here. But let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Just get some people in the park. And hope that we generate what we need to. So, want to go on Splinter. Happy with that. Want to go on Enterprise. Alright. Now, I'm also forgot to fill in this area over here with more stuff, but I'm a little cautious with this area over here of filling up too much of this with, what should I say? Filling up this area with too many flat rides and not having enough room for the other things that we want to do. Because we do have other coasters that we need to build, and I'm a little concerned about putting in too much stuff and then having to buy a whole bunch of land to do it. Because this area over here looks great for another coaster, but then that means we have just this for one more. And this ride, we still need to get up. Up there it is. Got excitement up to 52. Alright, so we have one of 3 coasters at the ratings that we need to have. But we're still a long ways off from doing what we need to do here. So we have a lot of people that need to get in this park. We have a lot of decoration ratings still to do, and a lot more just overall stuff that needs to take place. So decoration-wise, we're doing okay. This coaster, everybody hates it because it... I probably should hire people too, huh? That would be good. But they hate that coaster mainly because they can see all of the trash, or all of the nice, beautiful buildings here. They can see all those really easily from wherever they're at. So we'll deal with that later. Rain is not going to be our friend. We have exactly one indoor ride, so I probably should have built something else that's indoor based, but I don't have that yet. We'll get there soon, and we'll figure out what's going on with that. But hopefully rain goes away quickly and we can kind of figure out what we're doing from there. We also really are not attracting people very quickly. So we're at 44 people. I mean, there are people coming, but you can see there's lots of people just walking by, deciding that they don't really need our park. We don't like those people. So we can do a Gravitron, or we can do a Twister. So that's a low excitement, medium, medium. That's low excitement, medium, medium. They're essentially the same ride. Let's see. The other one had 22 excitement. This one has, what do you have, Twister? A 25. So that's actually the more exciting ride. So you're getting built. So we're going to put it there. We'll get our entryway here. Our exit's going to be over here. Get that, and I'm just going to build. I like to build when the game's paused. Not because it really matters, it's just it's a little less to worry about when you're doing stuff. So we're going to continue the dock kind of theme here and just build some random industrial looking kind of complex here. Hey, we got a decoration rating of 80 already. Very cool. I don't know how that happened so quickly, but I am quickly running out of money. And I guess we'll do slope roof because we don't really have another choice. I know I don't have enough money. Come on, make me money. I'm just trying to build some indoor rides, folks. Come on, come to the park. We're still really low on guests. We're not even at 100 guests yet. Usually we're doing a little better, but not right now. At least the Enterprise is rocking with people and popularity. That's good. But we are not making money right now, which is not a good sign. Coaster is getting people, but it's not like crazy amounts at all. Hey, we're back in positive, so that's good. Oh, we're back in negatives. Alright. A vertical spinning coaster. I don't know what that is. We'll have to do some more research here to find out what that is. I don't want to take out loans already, but I think I might have to. 1.3, and we'll take that one. For now, I'm going to pause while I'm building this, just so that we don't lose more money. And let's see here. So we'll do that, except for this time, instead of like the regular wall or roofs I've been doing, I think we're gonna do, we'll do these roofs here, and I'll explain what I'm gonna do here in just a moment, but let me just get these on here. And then I think what we're going to do is go in and do this with that color. And then I can add on the glass. That looks like a little bit of an industrial like building, right? Sure it does. So $3 will open you up. Now people can't get there because we have to build the walkway for that. And then we also need to put in our basic services of benches and all that. We did lamps right after that, so we'll do those. And then we got the big boy trash cans. Cool. All right, now we need to go back in here and do the decorating parts of this. So I don't need props. I need some trees. There's a yellow tree, isn't there? Like a tall, skinny yellow tree. There it is. Aspen. That's what I was looking for. See? It just brightens everything up. You put one of those in there, it just looks nice. And what I like about it is it can fit in lots of areas, like nice and tight areas that you can't get much other stuff in. You can throw one of those in there and it just, it's a nice pop of color. They're a little much, but it's okay. Let's see here, not temporary plants. That's what I wanted. And we'll go in here, get some shrubs. Awesome. And then on this side, we're gonna need some shrubs as well. And then we'll go with some darker shrubs. All right. Have that going. I guess what I should do in one of these spots is put a cash machine in. I just need to actually build the walls for it. So let's take a look here. If I do this, this, and this, and then undo that, put that in place. I can throw a cash machine right at the exit there. Just in case you decide that you want to spend more money with us, we can do that. I'm proud of that little building. It's not anything special. It's not unique at all. But it looks like it belongs in an industrial kind of complex, and it's kind of cool that a little ride went in there. I kind of like the... Again, I am not great at building stuff, but I enjoy that these kind of buildings fit in a little bit with the scenery around, like the dock complexes, but they also kind of have their own thing going with them. I kind of dig them. We are now just about up to 100 guests there. Oh, you were supposed to be number 100, Carol McCoy, with your backpack. Look, no, you want to come to our park. How about you? Come on, Crystal Ayers. You're going to be guest number 100. You're going to know that? Yeah, you do. And you came with a lot of money. Cool. All right. So, we're going to speed this bad boy up here. Hopefully we'll stop losing so much money. And we can get a little bit more successful. I probably do want to put another food stand somewhere out here, because it's kind of catty corner to where our current one is, but that's too expensive right now. Look at all these HappyCo. Look at this thing. It rocks in the water. That's amazing. That has to be like custom for this scenario. Hey, we got our first banned person. Why'd you get banned? You're not even carrying anything. How much money did you spend? You only spent $16.50. You could have kept them for a little longer. Alright. Let's slow this back down because we have our new coaster. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay. This thing. Let's take a look at the blueprints for this because I don't know. I've never been on one of these rides. I'd love to go on one. This might be the first coaster that or first park that I just built a pre-built and just go with it. It's a lot of money for that, but I mean, look at the footprint that takes up. We could throw that in there and it's nothing. Put that like right there, slap it in, and it takes up no space. Well, I mean, it takes up space obviously, but it's nothing like crazy. So just taking a look here, we come out. I can't move a mouse, but if you take a look on the left side of the station, it goes up the lift hill, comes down, does its thing. I think that black part towards the top of that first drop, or the bottom of that first drop, is where you can start flipping around. It does its thing. There's a goes up. There's a block break section, I think, going down. Another one, flippy section. Okay. Let's see if we can build our own. I have never built this coaster. I've tried. I've just never been successful with it. But I want to try again and see what we can do. So we're going to go out this way. I just don't want to hurt my beautiful trees. Never mind. Okay, so we'll go through and do something like this. Then I can bring it up like that. Oh, look, this is the first one you can switch which way it goes. But we'll go there. Have a big droppy drop. Do that. Okay, so I can put... Oh, I can put block breaks right on the drops. That's cool. I didn't know I could do that. So let's go back here. We'll say that we can spin. Yeah, we can. All right, so let's do a little bit more work here. Whoa, that's too much of a drop. We need to do straight down, have it pop up, allow for the spin. Nope, that's going to be too much. So I'll do that. Nope. Let's back that up. All right, so we'll turn the spin off. We're going to loop that down, and we can put block breaks. Okay, we can't put block breaks on that. But we can do that. Which is shocking to me that we can put something like that on there. Oh wow, you can do a lot of cool stuff with this. I just don't know how to build this coaster properly. So I'm going to have that loop in there like so. Can I build that straight through without any problems? I can. Alright, so we need to... How does that work? Alright, we'll do that, and then can I do the loopy thing? Oh man, does it pop out more when I do it farther? Okay, that works. That doesn't, but that does. So I'm gonna turn the spinnies on there. Oh, this is a disaster. I apologize. This is not good. Alright, so I'll do that. We'll have an unloading station. I don't have enough money. Okay, this is a disaster. We're just not doing this. We can speed the game back up because this is just not good. I need to practice building that coaster a little bit more because I've never been on one that's a relatively new style ride as far as my coastering experience is concerned. The closest one to me is I think they have one at King's Dominion that just opened sort of this year. So I'll have to take a look at that. But we're doing a good job attracting guests at this point. We're at 166. Hopefully that will go up here. I just don't like all the other guests walking around that are not guests, but I can still find out all of the information about them. We're getting close to breaking even, which is a good sign. I don't want to put any of these rides in just because they take up a lot of space. I mean, the Gravitron doesn't, but it doesn't really add anything for us. We really do need a new coaster. But what we could do, we could put a steel coaster in there. Let's see what we can do with a basic steel coaster. So... we'll do something like that. And then that's going to be a limb launch. Just want to make sure it clears that. It does. Okay. So I'll do that. We're going to immediately go into a really tiny cobra roll. That's going to pop to the left. . Okay, that's going to need to be a slightly smaller loop, which is fine because I want to have this thing turn and come out, but I don't want to lose my trees. I love my trees. So I'll do something like that, and let's just see how that looks. Solid loop. Comes around. Beautiful. Alright. So, do we gamble and get more money? Okay. So, let's explain here. Let's go in and take out this $14,000 loan, and we'll pay back the $6,000. So, it still gives us a loan option. And then we gain $8,000. Don't do this in life. This is not how you do financial things in life, but that's what we're going to do for right now. So we'll go in here and do that. Alright, this coaster I'm hoping to bring to a swift end here because, well, one, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on it, but two, I'm hoping that launch is exciting enough that everybody's going to be beyond happy and thrilled to go on our ride. So this should be lined up for what we need to do. Yep, it is. And let's see here. So we'll hit some brakes. We'll hit a block brake, which is going to trim to 15 if the next block's not open. Not that that matters. We're just going to have some blank track and another block brake. What I'm hoping to have is 2 trains. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility or not. Oh, we can. Cool. All right, taking a look at our stuff here. We're over 50. Yes. I have no idea what to call this. We're just going to call it Rust with not cap lock on. There we go. Okay. It's only 34 seconds, but the ratings are excellent. So we're going to charge $10 for that. And we can open that ride up. And while that's opened, or going to be opened here, we will be able to... I'm sorry, supports. We can go in here and get the line and all of that stuff established. All right. So we have that. I'm cool with that. I need my oak tree back. Come here, oak tree. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I want my oak tree back. I really like those trees. Nope, it's not coming back. Sorry, oak tree. That oak tree will work there. And then we can put the aspen and whatever that tree is back over here. See? No harm, no foul. All right. Now we need to build a station for this bad boy. Let's go with this, but let's change the colors here. Rust. I don't have a good rusty color for what this is, but let's go in here and make it... Green doesn't work. Let's go with like a reddish color, maybe a darker red. And this one is going to be white. So we'll do that all the way through here. And then we're going to go into our wall here. And we're going to make... No. I want this one. And we're going to make that red. Alright, we need to go back and add an entrance for that. And we're going to go with curvy curve roofs. And roofing wise for this one, we're going to have curvy curves. I wish these had a smaller curve. That would be fun. But we're going to go with these guys, and these are going to be white roofs, because I think that makes, well, it doesn't make sense, but it just, I think, will look nicer on that deep red. I also have, there's just so much gray here that having something that is a shade of gray, but like the least shade of gray, or I guess the most shade of gray, depending on your viewpoint, but something that just kind of gets out of the way of that. All right, so let's take a look here. Beautiful. That all looks well and good. We will slide that open, and then we can add on the stuff that we quote unquote need to have, but I think we do. And then we'll go back into fencing here. And I think it was these fences that we used, so. Get those in place. The ride itself is going to need to have some stuff underneath of it. So we'll grab some plants. I don't know what we're doing here. We're just kind of adding stuff to add it. We'll get some trees in there, hopefully. Throw some shrubs in there. Then we'll get the green, or the dark green shrubby shrubs. This is ridiculous looking, I apologize, but again, this is to win the scenario and hopefully do it in the time frame that we're allotted. And then this one, we'll go with a lighter green, just to throw some slightly different shades in there. And while we're here, we'll throw that over here as well. All right. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. We'll throw a tree in there. Another, nope. There we go. We got a tree. All right. People should already be thinking about wanting to go on Rust, which is great. Max wait time for that is going to be 15 seconds because it's only a 34-second ride. It's going to have to cycle quickly. Take a look at going in real time. I'm pretty happy that we packed a pretty decent coast there as far as stats go in a really small area. So again, the stats here are 67. It's highly intense, but the ride itself makes up for it with all of the elements it has. So it has 4 inversions, one of which it takes very slowly. There's a bunch of helixes and descending helixes, and it comes into the brakes pretty hot. But I'm okay with that. Does its thing, and I'm pretty happy with where we're at on that particular coaster. Let's see, we got the vertical spinning coaster, which, I mean, I could build it and we could be good here, but take a look here, we have 2 of those, and then really our last goal here, because we're going to get another coaster, that's not going to be a problem. Our last goal here really is going to be to focus heavily on making sure that we have 600 plus guests in this park. So we are turning a profit right now, which is great. The back people there really get whipped around. The Lynn motors don't like wait for the train to fully load on and then go. They just they get in there and you go, which is fine. So we're about a third of the way, or we're less than a third of the way through our goal with the people, and we're 2/3 of our way through the goal with the coasters. And we are 1/3 of the way through all of our goals because we have our decoration rating right now. So that's good. Looks like we are. This one's really hard to tell if you're attracting people or not because they, like this person may or may not. And a bus dropped off people, but there's some of them. I guess that's them, but that's not 41 people. Is there a group huddled together? See, there's a group huddled together over there. There's a group huddled together over there that are leaving into, we're doing something. Yeah, it's hard to tell where they're coming from. So what was that group? I don't know. Okay. Not a problem. But this coaster, if we take a look at its operating stuff, it's making almost $2,000 a month for us. Just by itself. Splinter, if it's operating properly, is doing $1,600 a month. So, I mean, if we load up those two coasters, both of which are not going to get loaded up by what we're doing, but we're going to be doing pretty decently with those rides. And we are, I mean, we're generating lines for these, which is fine. And getting them to go too. So that's a full train there, folks. And they are lining up for round 2 real fast. The only problem with this is we blow through people's money real fast when we do bigger rides like this. So the cast machine has not had any money go through it yet. That's okay. We have an inverted coaster. Awesome. Okay, so that should be able to be. We can do that, and we'll focus on thrill rides after this, because our guests right now, not that one, this one, they want to go on Rust and want to go on Splinter. So we have people who like exciting rides here. So that's a good thing. It makes the overall design easier for the park. We'll probably do a loading station over here, a lift hill, some inversions and stuff, and then come back and then hopefully get close to calling it a day, because we're halfway through our people goal right now, which is nice. That bus helped, and we are making money, so we're doing what we need to do to win the scenario. I could pay back 7,000 of that, so halfway through that, pay that back. I'm not going to worry about that quite yet, but I could if I wanted to, which is always a fun sign. So we have lots of throw up over here, which is not good. That's okay. We're getting it solved. I might put in a food court over here. So not something, this is like the thing in this game, it's like not fun to spend money on, but you kind of need to sometimes, is this kind of stuff where we want to have some basic infrastructure for how this is all gonna work. So we'll do that. This will be soft drinks. We'll do pizza again. No, we already have one. We'll do some cotton candy. We'll do a bathroom. And we'll do shirts. This is going to be a monster area here for our guests to chill out in. Alright, we'll have that. Get all of those in there, and then we can add on our shops. 1, 2, 3, 4. We blew through a whole bunch of money there real fast, but that's okay. We need to do that for the general park here. So you, Karen Dunbar, are going to be in zone 2. I could build a staff house back here if I wanted to. Let's see, what would that look like if we did that. So I think we're going to do that. And then we'll build a building that houses all this stuff. Let's do our first brick building. I have not done a brick building at all yet, and I'm kind of interested in what that looks like. So let's go through and see what a brick building looks like here in this game. And I'm just dividing all these up just to make it look better. I don't know if it actually does or not, but we have those. Okay. We'll put on the facade there. And then for roofing wise, we're going to go with these guys, I think. So we'll round off the front corners of all this. And then we can have this exist there. Go all the way around, not there. Go around there, and then we'll fill in the corner pieces as necessary. And then we can close in the roofs on this. As far as our pillars go, I think these guys, do they make sense? Sure. Of course they do. There we go. All right. And we'll just finish off our bench and light post and all that stuff. So we have them. And the whole goal of this is just to generate some extra cash for us. It's not the best looking building in the world. Again, I really don't like the brick. And the roof don't meet really nicely. There probably could be a border there to make it look nicer, but I haven't done that yet, so it is what it is. But that was an expensive ad. Wow, that cost a lot of money to do all that. Nothing fits in there, does it? Oh, like a motion simulator would be awesome right back in there. We'll deal with that later. We'll put some fencing around this just to make it look like we cared. See, we care. And that will be the same thing over here. That is the fencing we used, right? Or was it this one that we used? I think it was this one that we used. I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I like that they're both sitting on top of each other there. Alright. We're making our first sales of all this stuff. We do want to make some more money on this, so we're going to up that to $5. Although I still think that's too cheap. This is going to be $3. And our soft drinks, it's going to be like $4. There we go. So I'll make $3 on everything. If we can do that, we'll be in good shape. $3.50, and then shirts. $3 for everything, and we make $1.50, so we'll bring it up to $5 for everything. Why are there so many shirts? Oh my goodness. Alright, we're up to 329 guests. We're back to $3,000 of income. We have people who are puking on the ride, but we do have a solid line, so we fill up that line. People board up, and then we fill it right back up again. That's perfect. I'm really happy with that. What I'm not happy with is the amount of throw up we have here. So we may put on our first zone here for just dealing with throw up, and you're going to work in zone 3. So our people seem to have a very weak stomach in this park, and we're just going to assign people to work in particular areas here, making sure that we get this stuff taken care of. Alright, we're making a good amount of profit per month here. We're up to $1,600 per month. Thank you, Rust. You are a great roller coaster. We're in August year 1, making a good amount of profit. Take a look at our inverted coaster. It's there. That should add on a decent amount of excitement, get us set for the next step here. So this eventually is going to come out here if we need to. I want to make sure we can build all the way across to this barren desert of a land. And we'll have our coaster loading station somewhere over here, I think. As long as we have the room to do that, we will. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was a 3 wide station, but it's only a 1 wide, so we should be good. And I think we're going to raise it up. This is going to be our first coaster that does that here as well. So I'm going to slow the game down here just for a second. Quickly look at this, make sure that we get the maximum train. We're going to go max speed on the lift hill. Now this is not going to be like a massive... Ooh, hold on. That's not cool. Okay, I think we're going to have to buy some land here. So let's go in here. How much is the land to buy? $6 a square. That's not really a big deal. All right. Okay. So let's actually make that tighter at the beginning, and then it'll come out, flatten out there with no problem. Bring that out. And once we get enough money here, it's going to come around there, do its loopy loop. Which, however much that cost. So, oh, it's $1,000 just to build a loop. Okay. We'll do that. We're going to have it pop up. I think we're going to do an inline twist and have it do a half loop down. Then it'll do some stuff over here. I don't know what yet. And then come back to the station again. I don't need it to be a crazy complicated coaster. It's probably the height is already a little too much, but that's fine for right now. So we take a look. Let's see how fast it actually goes over this. Oh yeah, just hangs over there. That's fine. But if we make that a little less, let's see what that does. Stupid rains here, so we're gonna have to hang out for a second as our rides are not nearly as popular in the rain as what they are normally. And our guest numbers are slightly going down, and we're not attracting any new people. It's been a long time since I've went through some of these scenarios. I have played this game before. I don't know if I've ever really said that on this channel. But I've played through. There's one scenario that I still have not gotten all the gold stars on, and it's in one of the expansions, and it drives me crazy. I've tried it probably like 24 times, and I still cannot. I can beat the scenario, that's not a problem, but getting the gold star where you do all the optional objectives has been an absolute nightmare for me. So I'm a little bitter towards that one right now, and we'll see what happens because of that. But we're gonna go through here and gonna build this coaster, and we do have space here, so I think I might actually come out this way, bring up, bring down, have it turn around. This one's tough because we're gonna run out of space. This is our only area with space right now that I don't want to have to buy more for, because really what we could do is come over here, have it turn in, do some stuff, and then come back without really much problems. All right, we'll bite the bullet and see what comes out this way. So we'll do that. Come up. And I think we're gonna have it come dive down like that. We'll buy some space here, have it turn around, and then come back out this way. I think that's what I want to do. Not positive still. How much is that going to cost me to do that? I know I don't have enough money. Oh, I do have enough money for that part. All right, that's going to be... I just had that much. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that part's not going to work. Okay, so... Oh, it's the curve that's bothering us here. If we just leave it flat, it's fine. It's the turn that's the problem. Although that doesn't make sense because... Alright, I'm not gonna... It doesn't make sense why we can't turn like that. Okay, so I can do up to a 35-degree turn. I'll do that. But at this height, it doesn't work. So I have to do the more extreme one. I'll flatten out. What we're going to do here is going to be stupid, but that's fine. We're going to do this. We're going to do a cobra roll. We'll maybe try to come up through this loop, do a helix, and then come back in is the current plan. So I'll have it plop out to the left. All right, I'm getting tired of having no money, so let's see what we can do. $9,000 at 1.5? Yes, please. We'll do that, have it come out, have it go back up, and then there, but we're going to bring that over to the left. Beautiful. So if I look at this, yeah, we need to bring this up one more. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it, don't worry. So I'll have it dive down, do that. That's going to be a really intense turn, but we're going to have to deal with that right now because we're on the home stretch here. So can I build that without running into any I can build that without running into any problems. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to bring this in here. And then we're going to start bringing it home here. So we'll do something like that. We'll hit some brakes. Let's pop overhead. we have that, and then we'll do our brake run all the way in. There we go. And we should have another ride here that's a winner as far as getting people to ride it and get on it and do all the stuff. So we're going to have 2 trains. There we go. We'll test that in the rain, make sure it's functioning. Yeah, I know we have the 3 rides. We're good. And then we need to build. This is going to take. I'm going to build just a stupidly long, massive queue for this. So this queue is going to make no sense whatsoever. Let's actually have it come out one more and have it come up there. Okay. And the only reason I did that was so I can have a real station kind of set up. Wall-wise, we'll do something like that. And right now I'm just going to box in the bottom layer. Alright. So we'll do another layer up here. We're gonna leave that open, I think. Alright. So, we're gonna do slight roofing like this. Go over to our roof area. I don't know where that green came from, but let's go with a darker color. Alright, do that, and then we're gonna have I could do that, but I think I'm going to bring it up so you can see a little bit of the functioning of the ride itself, and then we'll use pillars. These ones are a little thick, but I think they'll be fine for what we're doing here. Alright, so we need to pause this. We need to open up this pathway. We need to theme this area a little bit. Give it a reason to kind of exist. Some basic trash cans in there. Also get some benches on here just to make sure our guests are fine. Not a big fan of the colors of this, so this is also going to be a $10 ride. And then we'll go into our colors. Our tracks, the supports are blue. Let's change them to a white color. Pink. Let's go with the blue. This park does not have a lot of blue in it. And then as far as the name, it's going to be Big Blue. So creative. Just well done all the way around. So we have that. I am going to kind of connect these lines together, or these pathways together, to make sure that our guests can kind of get to where they need to be, or where they want to be. And then from there, we'll kind of figure out next steps. Alright, so we have that. We will outline these areas. What's our research doing right now? A gyro drop tower. That could actually potentially fit somewhere down there, so that's kind of cool. But as far as, we'll put in some fences. That's what I was looking for, was fences. So these fences are super weak. These fences would never be something there, but that's okay. We'll go in. We need to make sure we don't lose our ratings for some of this stuff, so we do need to make sure we add some decorations for these things. Alright, so we have those. We'll put in some of these. And where's my yellow guys at? Aspen. There we go. All right. This area of the park is going to have a absurdly high, just yellow pops, but it's somewhat consistent through the rest of this park, especially if we throw a couple others over here in this area. That's fine. All right. Then we're going to go back to our plants, do some shrubs. We're going to do these big ones first because they just take up an enormous amount of space and they don't cost very much, and they make it look like you did a whole lot of work, which is what I'm interested in right now. All right, then we'll go with our darker shrubs. Fill in some of these spaces to just add a different level of contrast. And I'm not sure about this, but I'm pretty sure you can game this system by just like popping a whole bunch of these right next to each other. You spend a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to, you can increase your ratings really quickly by just like super densely packing all of that stuff in. And like clicking on every perceivable space for one to be, even though it fills up a good amount of space. Go in and just like knock out a whole huge area of or even a small area, but just with densely packed stuff. I think you could probably game the system a little bit. I don't know that to be true, but I think it is. So we'll do that, and then we'll play the game here, and we're gonna open Big Blue. It's such a terrible ride name. So we're at 360 guests. Big Blue is going. If you look at people, 2 people want to go in Big Blue. Hopefully we will attract more very shortly. Our people numbers are on the increase. I'm hoping not to have to buy any more land because it's going to be tough to get to. We've kind of, we can build a bridge over this, but we've kind of, with Big Blue here, we kind of cut off our area for construction there. So we'll see what happens. And we still have saved a large area in the middle for something else. We do have a gyro drop on the way, which I'm not worried about right yet, but we'll get more shortly. And we're going to pay back, let's say 5,000 of this, because I want to get the loan taken care of, but I don't want to take so much money out that we're wind up in the negative. Because I feel like we're going to need a lot of advertising to finish up the last pieces of this to get that 600 guests. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, I think. Alright, we're starting to also run into people who can't afford the ride. They spent $94. You're just going to go home because there's no more money left for you. I'm sorry. So there's a bunch of people who, even though it's raining, are going on Big Blue. I guess we also haven't taken a ride on this yet, so let's go ahead and take a ride on Big Blue and see what it looks like from the well, we're not doing a first-person ride, but you get the idea. Going through, we're going to pause here for just a moment, just sitting, hanging out in the rain. No big deal. 38-degree rain. Oh my gosh. So we're on our first drop into a loop that goes pretty decently fast. Looked like faster than the animation did. We'll roll over here and sort of slowly go into an Immelman. Down here into our Cobra roll. A really tight, small Cobra roll. Swoop up through our loop, continue down, dive down, and our goal here is to get to the ground as quickly as possible, hit some brakes, hit our block brakes, and into the station we go, where we are hopefully greeted with a throng of people, but right now there's nobody there. We'll get more, don't worry. Alright, let's see. We got gyro drop. Gyro drop takes up no space, so we really could get a gyro drop in here without really much work. Let's do it. I'm excited. So we'll do that. Gyro drop is not going to be as tall as this one because it spins and we're right next to a food line, so that could be a problem. We'll test that as it is now. We'll go ahead and remove that particular fence. And we're going to have a relatively short line for that. Alright, we'll have to remove some of these shrubs as well. But we can put some back in. We'll remove some more. And that shrub needs to go. Alright. And we'll get some of these in there. I love that you can just walk into like this jungle of stuff and people are like, yeah, cool, whatever. Go on it. If the ride's right, it's right. So, we're good there. Alright, that's not going to work for a gyro drop, so we're going to have to do some construction on here. It's going to be a 24, and we'll test it out and see what it does then. I know the decoration's bad, leave me alone. I like the flags on here. So up to 400 guests, we have increased it, thank you to Blue Crush. And hopefully we can just build a couple more rides here, get this done. I do like the lights all the way up here. Look at this beautiful view, this giant harbor. There's a boat that's coming in that's been there for at least 2 years. This boat also has not left for 2 years. And we're just going to open this up, I don't care. People want to go on it, even though it says it's not a fun excitement ride, not anything. People want to go on it, so we'll let them do their thing. Is Pirate Ship new, or do we have that all the time? No, the Pirate Ship's been there the whole time, so we'll probably plop a Pirate Ship somewhere in here once we have the money for it, because we are at the point where we need to start thinking about our money and how we're spending it and what all we're doing for it. So let's see, can we advertise? Well, let's go with free rides. And for free rides, it's really fun to pick slightly older coasters. It'll get people in the door, but it costs almost nothing for a ride that's slightly old. It doesn't have to be super old, but just slightly old. It will work just fine for it and not be a big deal. Going through here, we have more people who can't afford Big Blue. Giant bummer. How much do you have? $3 you've spent. Yeah, I know you're broke. We have. Oh, you're heading towards the cash machine. There we go. So look. It's okay to head towards the cash machine. Where are you at right now? You're in the bathroom, aren't you? You have money. There we go. Oh, why? No. You have money. You want to go on Big Blue. Go on Big Blue. I mean, a walk-on second run is a second spot on essentially a Millennium Flyer is not a bad idea. But you also only took out $28, which is not enough to sustain a park like this. That's okay. Big Blue is getting more people in its queue. This one is, for some reason, super popular. Look at the line's full. I don't understand why, but it's full. And then we're just gonna keep filling up some double swing inversion. Yeah, man. We'll put that in here. We're gonna load this park up with just everything that we can get. We're gonna load it up with nope. There we go. That's what I wanted. I want to make sure there is excess capacity for all of the rides here, which it looks like we should be in good shape for. What would really go great in this spot here is a Wild Mouse or some other type of small ride. We'll speed our game up here. We are in March of Year 2, so we do have to start worrying about... We have everything else met. We just need to get our guests, 600 of them in here. And also going to slow this down. We're going to get some more bathrooms, I think, put in through the park, because I see a lot of people walking around looking like they need to use a bathroom. So we'll get some basic services here for our guests. Put some cash machines in. Am I going to... I would love to put another information kiosk, but I'm going to get rid of that tree, so I don't want to do that. But we can maybe put one in over here. First, let me go theme that area. So that's going to be a really simple one. Roofing wise, we'll do something simple. We already have people using that one, which is good. And we have our first customer for that cash machine, which is great. We are definitely getting people into the park right now. We get a free ride voucher on that because it costs nothing. We get a free ride voucher for that because again it costs almost nothing. We just need to get people in the park right now. Our overall thoughts, we have lots of people want to go on Big Blue. Of course they do. Splinter and Rust. And look at that. We're good. And apparently the swinging ship was also awesome. So we have people who really just like medium intensity rides as well here, which is great. We have a double inverter ship, which looks like that. Not a huge fan of this ride personally, but it does fit in real nice impact with some of our other stuff here. So that's kind of nice. Like I could slap it down like right there, and we have a ride ready to roll. I'm not going to do that, but we could. I am going to pay back this loan though, because we're real close to what we need to do, and I need to close this ride because I'm not going to build that. We're real close to paying back our $4,000. There we go. So now we can take out another loan if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that, but we could if we wanted, and be in good shape. As far as our satisfaction stuff goes, it's 78, 79%. Splinter is up at 74. Gyro drop's only 51, 67, 76. So we're doing all right here. We're not far away from our goal, but we need 60 more guests in the next year or so. What is the end goal here? May year 3. So yeah. We're about a year out from where we need to be. We need to get another 64 guests in that time frame, and then we'll be good. The problem is we're really starting to bleed our people dry. So if we take a look at this guy, he has $7 left, but he was also in the park for an hour and 11 minutes. This guy here had a great time. Can't afford pizza. He has $1.03 left. So yeah, we're bleeding our. We're definitely taking advantage of our people here and making sure they have no money left. If we do a free ride voucher on this one for 6 months, that's over $1,000. We're going to do it. And hopefully that should help us out in getting our guest goals taken care of. If you look at this cash machine, it's already $1,800 has been paid out. This cash machine has paid out $13,000. I think those are the only two in the park right now. Alright, what are we doing here next? A Starship. Yes, that's a great ride for this park. We can put that back here. Those are really popular rides. They get people on them, and just really not, just a really good popular ride. We just need to make sure we make enough money for this, but we are also losing a lot of money right now, so we're going to start saving our folks some money. And especially on these like smaller rides where it doesn't really matter. We're not really making money on a lot of these, but if we can decrease prices all the way around, our people might stay a little longer. The only ride I'm going to keep up high in price right now is Blue, what did I call this? Big Blue. Mainly because it's a new coaster for our park and we want to make sure we maintain our cash value on that. I'm also going to switch this over to coasters because there's a chance we can build another coaster in here. Not a high chance, but there's a chance. And we'll see what that does for our park as well, because it seems like every time we build stuff, people come. It's just how much stuff can we get away with building while people want to come to the park itself. I'm pretty happy overall right now. We haven't had to expand too much. We bought a little area over here and overspent a little bit, but it's only $6 a pop, so it's not like we're spending crazy money. But we are now down. We were at 60 people before. Now we're at 99, 97 people that we need to get. And rain, go away. You're not helping anybody. I love how the number says going up while we still have people leaving the park. That's not encouraging. star shape should hopefully help us out here. This is like a tower park. We have 1, 2. We could also go with another big tower. We have the observation deck as well, which is another tower-based drive. So we could have towers all over this place, looking over this beautiful industrial park. Like, these big oil things, burning off stuff. Look at that. Oh my. We have this office building, more boats that have been there for a long time doing their stuff. And then we just have this line of random stuff there. Alright. So we at least have a star shape. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be the big flying one. That's okay. That will fit in nicely there, actually. Does this fit in there? It fits in there, too. Oh, this is... Okay. We'll be okay. So we'll put it there. Put the entrance over here, the exit over here. We'll leave it at its suggested MSRP. As far as entrance price goes, at $450. I have people in line already. It takes up a lot of people, which is great. It also means that in this area where we have plants, we can shrub it up. And hopefully get a small coaster that we can, even a family coaster I think would be great for us right now. Put another coaster or a ride in there if we want it. I'm not going to do that right now, but we could. And we just need to get to our number of people. That's where we're really falling short right now. I'm trying to save people money by lowering the cost a little bit, not like crazy amounts, but just a little bit. If we do an advertising attraction for the park, $3,600 is where that starts at. So maybe we'll do that in just a moment. Once we get up to $3,600, we'll try advertising for the park and see if that does anything for us. But it needs to stop raining. It really needs to stop raining. So taking a look at people who've left. Had a great time. Spent $181. They're left with 15 bucks. You also had a great time. Go home or go broke. No, go broke. Had a great time. $34. So you got money left. So we are getting people to spend like $177 for an hour and 17 minutes of entertainment. It is an insane amount of money. So we are getting people to spend money. We just need to now. I think we're gonna try to get to the point where we can do the advertisements, and then we're just gonna cut everything down to the bone as far as price for stuff. So like our rust, it's $8 now. It's gonna go down to $4, and everything's gonna be under $5, just to try to get people in here, because we have to get people in here. I know it's August and we're going up, but we need to get. I want to get this one done. We should have won this already, so we're gonna make sure we get it done. Even if that's the most basic one. If we did television, what does television cost? $12,000. Right, so let's go. 3,600, come on. No! Just lost a whole bunch of money out of nowhere. Alright, there's a park closing, drawing more people to us, which is great. But I'm feeling the sweat right now. We're at September year 2. We're not far away from the end times here, and we need to get going. Every time we get close to 3,600, it goes away. Not a fan. So even if we got to 4,000, this is 2.2, this is 2.7. Even if we can get to 4,000 even, I would take out the loan, pay this off, and then build up our funds. So let's see if we can do that at a minimum here, because that will save us a significant amount of money. Even if I bring out 4,000 here, that brings it down to 270. It saves us an extra $50 a month. So we're going to repay 3,000 of that, totally abandoning our advertising plan. Need to get to 1,000 to repay. And this one's even cheaper. Flying coaster's not going to help us. It's too much coaster, so we'll take that out, and 220 versus 270. Oh, I took the wrong one out. So I'll repay that. Sorry, 9,000. There we go. We'll repay that. We'll take this one out, and then we'll repay the 10,000 on that because it saves us $10 a month. There's no reason not to. We're under 60 people away, but we are going to start losing droves of people here, so we're going to start slashing prices. $4, $2, $1. We're going to leave that at $1. That's cheap enough already. $4, $3, $1, $2. What's this one at? Oh, you're at $2 now. No, not $1.20. $2. $6. I know I said $5, but this is still an insanely good ride for what it is. It's not realistic at all, but it's close. So let's go here. We'll take a look. Still have this big open plot of land. We'll try to add some rides as we get going here. Gravitron would be a great ride right now, but I need $700 to put it in. Did I change the stars? Yep, I did that too. And we'll take a look at what our guests are thinking at this point. Our income is basically half of what it was, but that's okay. We kind of knew that would happen. And we're just going to slowly just try to repay this loan for right now. We're in October year 2. We still haven't reached year 3, but we don't have a long time in year 3 before everything goes real bad for us. And when it's raining, it's a bad time to repay your loan because all of your rides aren't making money. Hopefully, I mean, we're getting into the rainy season for this park as well. We're 14 guests away from making our goal. So hopefully our ride cost reductions here have brought down everything. And we'll be good. I don't care about the flyers. Let's bring the funding for that down a lot. So that's a huge monthly expenditure when we're only making right now $400 a month. That should go up to around 1,000 or so once we're here. But you can see our lines are getting filled up. This is just the most popular ride by far. Come on, we need 15 people. Come on, people. No. You're not my friend. You don't get to go. We need just a few more. And we have won this level. 3 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. There we go. Alright, we need to hold that for 3 weeks, which is going to be a problem with see, we already didn't do it. This is going to be a little bit of a bouncing situation where we're going to kind of go between some things for a little while, but that's okay. No, we're not advertising, we're just doing free ride vouchers. The big blue. Boom. Do that. And hopefully we'll have people stop leaving our park and we'll have more enter our park. As far as our cash machines, this one's brought in $6,000. This bad boy has brought in over $18,000. Still think they're worth the money, even though we're gouging them. $4 for a drink is just way too much. And we could remove soft drinks and ice. It's such a fun thing. They can affect how much stuff goes into each drink. Like we could put in more ice so they get less soft drink and it costs us a little less money. It's unnecessary but fun. We are slowly losing guests. We're at 340 going down. But we just need to hold this for another week or so. And we'll have this scenario won. I'm really a fan of this little look here. As we look at the harbor, we have our coaster. Everything just is looking up for us, hopefully here. We're very close to winning. We are making profit, which is always fun. There we go. We've done it. Hey folks, thanks so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. That was a hot mess of rides and coasters and everything, but we took care of it. We did it, and we still had some land originally that we owned that we could have done this with. So we probably could have taken this entire coaster and built it somewhere in here and been totally fine. But thank you so much again for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I will see you in our next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.